continue with the explanation of the awakening of the Kundalini, the imbalances of the 7 primary chakras in your anatomy causes illness in your life. Not only does it create wrongful thought and wrongful understanding and beliefs, but it can create physical problems in your human anatomy. You are a spiritual being having a physical experience. And so the proper balancing of the energy in your human anatomy is vital. So when the Kundalini is in your root chakra, let's say, and it is cleaning root beliefs, family beliefs, sexual issues. You may also have physical sexual issues. For a woman, maybe you have really bad menstrual cycles. Maybe for a man, you have erectile dysfunctions. All of those issues are physical manifestations of spiritual yucky yuck, is what I like to call it. Physical yucky yuck, which spiritual yucky yuck, which manifests physically. So as the Kundalini goes through each and every chakra, it cleanses that. In the heart chakra, it is correcting, the beliefs about love relationships that you have had, not just intimate relationships, family, friends, children, love of fast cars. It all has to do with the heavy emotions of your life and past lives, and all of those are corrected. Therefore, if your heart chakra is out of balance due to diet, beliefs, past lives, then you may have heart issues, high cholesterol, and maybe heart attacks or strokes or something that pertains to your heart. So as the Kundalini rises, cleanses, and rebalances each one of your chakra wheels, it is healing, although it doesn't feel very healing to you, but it is actually healing your mind, body, and spirit. When the Kundalini rises to your third eye, and it cracks open your pineal gland, which is considered the golden egg, it's extraordinarily painful. It feels like someone just stabbed you in the head. It's excruciating. And then that gland, that magic egg, it's almond-shaped, a little tiny almond-shaped gland, begins to dissolve and secrete an oil into your brain that filters through your nervous system, into your entire, and throughout your entire anatomy, which elevates your consciousness and perception, sensory perception. When the Kundalini rises to your crown chakra and blasts that open, it is also extraordinarily painful. I had a major convulsion when that happened, and I went out of body. I believe I died at that point. And I remember looking back, and then I went on. My life continued on even from that point. I went to sleep after watching myself say goodbye to my body, and woke up the next morning. But things change. Your perception changes. And so then after that, I experienced 3 nights of the dark soul. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's just all the fear that you've experienced in all of your incarnations, but it is like 3 days and nights, 72 continuous hours of absolute terror, paranoia, fear. There's nothing you can do about it. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. It's completely controlled, and then it eases. And then after that, there is this sublime bliss. It is nothing short of heavenly. And that, for me, lasted for years. All of these transitions occurred over about 1.5 years time from when I first felt the awakening of the Kundalini in my root chakra in 2009 to the full cleansing and rebalancing and the full rise through my crown chakra. It was approximately 1 year later. Many of these transformations occurred with eclipses, autumn equinoxes, solar flares, gamma rays. Cosmic energies are used by God to evolve creation, all of creation. And when you awaken Kundalini, you become aware of that specifically. We are aware that the moon affects the ocean tides. It also affects emotions in people. The sun does a similar thing. It affects not only the planet, but it affects all life on the planet. And so the moon and the sun and the alignments all have profound influences on every living thing in creation, in you and the animals and the plants and the planet. Volcanic eruptions, you can time them. If there is a major solar flare, then within a few days there'll be some kind of planetary upheaval, earthquake, volcanic eruption. It's all connected. It's all absolutely connected. So Kundalini is, the process of Kundalini takes years. Since the first onset of cracking the pineal gland in my brain, the third eye, opening the third eye, just recently, when I am experiencing third eye vision, I no longer have pain in my head. I used to grab my head and cover my eyes because it would still be painful, like an ice cream freeze, like a brain freeze, every time the third eye was activated. But now I have been elevated and evolved enough that I no longer experience pain when they're activating my third eye view. Why is third eye view so important? Because that's how you see God. That's the only way for you to see God in your living being. And it's magical. He's incredible. And the experiences that he shares are beyond miraculous, beyond miraculous. So, in the series of videos that I am going to be sharing here on YouTube, based upon what Divine wants you to see, it will be my personal experience of awakening Kundalini. Everyone's awakening of Kundalini happens the same in that you have to awaken and feel that spinning in your root chakra, and then it starts to rise. Now your experience thereafter will be solely designed for you. You may not, you will experience 3 nights of the dark soul, but you may not experience flowers blooming at your feet. You may experience something else that God wants you to have and to know. So if you don't experience the spinning inside of your body and the heat associated with the rise of Kundalini, there is a heat which would be like the being burned at the stake, I guess you could say, is the metaphor they've used in the past to experience the burning of the witches, which is the women who awakened Kundalini in their chakra tree, was cleansed and healed, and it feels like a hot flash inside of you, but you can't cool it. You know, I would go, oh gosh, what's happening? You know, I'm so hot. But it would just rise up with the Kundalini rising. One time it was so profound that I passed out. It was that intense. But over time it diminishes, the intensity diminishes, and then it eventually goes away. But like I said, it's been almost 14 years. So anyway, I'm going to share some videos about my experience, about the Merkaba spin, your personal vehicle of space and time conscious flight, the prana breath, and a birthing event, what that is, what it looks like. And I hope that those of you who are true seekers of Kundalini knowledge will appreciate the information and help that I share, and that your journey is peaceful as can be, and blessed.